talking about, not to get crazy into the numbers, but let's just say all in for initial startup and kind of cash flow fronting through this cold period, you're looking at, 250K, all in for a location. And it's already kind of breaking even now at this point. We're 6 months in and it's breaking even. And so, kind of, it's actually about to drift into profitability even more so. And so when you see that, it's just like, okay, the J curve in an opportunity like this, it always exists, but you can remove some of the depth to it and can, really start to turn over that leaf pretty quickly. If you want to return, like that 250 can turn into a business with $1 million in revenue pretty quickly. I mean, there are franchisees who are barely a year in and they're at like 200,000 in annual recurring revenue. 2026 already has $200,000 on the books.
Wow.
And they're just constantly growing, and that's not to count their $40,000 months and what's happening. They've been in it for a year. And so it's a pathway to generate a return fairly quickly. You got to pick up the right system, and it's got to be a good fit for you, and you got to have the endurance for when it sucks. But like, I would say if it's something you're looking at, depending on, what your goal is, especially if, you just really want to own and operate something and you want to grow it, relatively quickly, I just think it's a really great option to do. Buying a business, again, while glorified, like there is some components to, inheriting a staff, having to retweak a staff quitting on you, customers walking as soon as you step in, and you have to do a bit of a rebuild anyway. And that happens a lot, as far as, that process. So no matter what end you're kind of looking at, it will be challenging. But franchising is just a really great, it's a good opportunity. I would say manage your expectations and like, be vigilant, but definitely endure, like endurance.
That's great. Great advice. If you are listening, you ever want to check out the numbers in more detail, head over to Franzi. You can go look at Pink's. You can look at other home services franchises to see what it would cost you, to see what the potential revenue that you could generate is, and see what it would be like to be your own, very own business owner and franchisee. Bryant, really want to thank you for taking the time to share your story. I mean, what a cool, went from private equity and looking at, deals from a fun perspective to like now wearing the uniform right here with me today and running the business and actually getting it to break even in 6 months. I mean, incredible journey. And appreciate you sharing that with those, just thinking about it, or those that are on their 20th location and thinking about the next one.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you coming on and appreciate you sharing that.